Welcome back to TacosTheGeeks.com. Justin here, back with more video game reviews. Today we are going to be reviewing the video game PopSlinger. As always, I give you a brief synopsis, so here we go. PopSlinger is a vibrant musical shooter inspired by 90s anime where a girl must save the world from sinister invaders with soda-powered guns. Join Ria, a funky heroine on a stylish quest to save the world from sinister invaders from another dimension using soda-powered guns. Backing Ria up is a former pop slinger, Gin. Experience the whimsical story of Ria and Gin as they fight against the Corazones people, whose hearts have been corrupted by the dark forces from the other dimension, and while grooving to a fully dynamic soundtrack that reacts to your in-game performance in real time. And this is the instructions on how you play. And the whole concept of the game is simple, is that you have these color villains that you have to kind of kill in a sequential order. In order to do that, as you can see here, you have the purple ones. So if you keep hitting the purple ones, you'll get more power ups that will make you and aid you in your battles. And it's two controls, which is pretty simple. It's the X once you get everything going, and then you have A to dodge, and you have your B button to shoot. So it's three controls actually. And for the most part, the game is really premised on that type of gameplay, and from graphically it does fit well with the 90s aesthetics. Even with the filter that they use, it works very well. Gameplay wise, is it a fun game? It's fun. It's just, it gets a little bit repetitive. You basically go through waves of enemies until you get to a boss that you have to fight. And it does get challenging though, because as the story progresses and as the game progresses, you are faced with a whole bunch of enemies, and it does get a little bit challenging when you're trying to keep the color sequence in order. There'll be situations where you're taking down a color sequence like you just see right here, but then there won't be another one of the same type of enemy for you to continue going. So it's all about strategy and really trying to determine where the color sequence and when is the perfect time to shoot and take down a particular enemy. That way Jin can aid you in your battle. For the most part, it is an enjoyable game, but like I said, it does get a little bit repetitive, but that shouldn't stop you from buying it. It won't hamper your experience. This was recorded on my Nintendo Switch Lite, so frame rate and gameplay, it works very fluid. I really did enjoy the soundtrack. The soundtrack, I think, really brings out the tone in this, and it has that 90s anime pop type of feel from those J-pop days, and a very smooth soundtrack when it comes to instrumentals as well. And I think the music and how the music changes and really dictates as you progress more. I thought it was a really fun way. I would recommend this definitely sound quality wise to play with headphones, so you can really hear the music bumping in the bass if you have it on your Nintendo Switch Lite. But overall, this is a fun game. I'm going to give this a rating of 3.5 stars. 3.5 stars. Fun game, but it can get a little bit repetitive, but it is challenging at points. As you can see, I just died right there. And I did enjoy it for the most part. I thought the aesthetics was beautiful. They also have fully voice acted for the cutscenes. Voice acting was top notch as well. And the soundtrack is bumping, and it makes you it's chilled out. So overall, pretty fun game, and it's at a decent price. So definitely check this one out. This is Justin from TacosTheGeeks.com, saying later days, and thank you for visiting the Tacos and Geeks. Peace.